And sorry, I want to record it and then I'm going to record it where it only shows me because it's less weird that way. Okay, so go ahead and bring your feet hip distance apart. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Grab your left wrist, pull it up. Exhale, lean to the right. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, come back to center. Grab your right wrist, pull it up. Exhale, lean to the left. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back to center. Hands come into your heart. Let's shift our weight over to the right leg. Lift your left knee and bring it into your right thigh. Hands can stay at your heart. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring your left knee to center. Left leg kicks back into warrior 3. Keep pushing that left hip down, core is engaged. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring your chest back up. Kick your left foot forward. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bend in your left knee. Bring your left foot to your right thigh. Push your left knee back so you have a number 4 shape with your legs. And then on your next inhale, reach your hands forward. Exhale into a one-legged chair. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale your chest up. Left knee comes forward. Left leg kicks back into warrior 3 for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower down your left toes. Make sure that right foot is over towards the right, so your feet are about hip distance apart. Left hip points forward, deep bend in your right knee. Arms reach overhead. Press your palms together and lengthen through your hands. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale your hands to your heart. Tap your left knee to the mat. Inhale, bring it back up. Arms reach overhead. Deep bend in your right knee. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hands into your heart. Tap your left knee to the mat. Inhale, bring it back up. Arms reach overhead. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, exhale, hands into your heart. Left knee touches the mat. Inhale, bring it back up. Arms reach overhead. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hands into your heart. Back left heel comes down. Right foot comes to the center of the mat. Exhale into warrior 2. Keep tucking your tailbone, engaging your core, pressing your fingertips together, lengthening through your shoulders. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, one. We're going to reverse our warrior here. So reach your left hand back. See if you can grab the inside of your right thigh. Right arm reaches overhead. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale your chest up, straighten in your right leg. Right hand reaches for your right shin, ankle, or the floor. Left arm reaches up. Keep twisting your chest open here. If you would like to go into a bind, you can bring your left hand, the back of your left hand, to rest on your back. Right hand reaches under your leg. See if you can interlock your fingers. Keep straightening in that right leg for the last 5 breaths. Exhale, release your bind. Bring your right hand back to the mat. Deep bend in your right knee. Left arm keeps reaching up. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower your left hand to your left hip. Inch your left foot forward. Right hand reaches in front of your right toes. Walk it a little further forward so your right hand is under your right shoulder. Right foot is under your right hip. Left foot is slowly reaching up. Keep flexing in those left toes. Left hand reaches up, coming into half moon pose. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, bring your left hand down to the mat. Make sure your right toes are pointed forward. Walk your hands closer to your foot while still kicking that left foot up. Hold here for 5, 4, 3. Keep pushing that left hip down. 2, and 1. Exhale, bring your left foot to meet your right. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, look up again to a flat back. Take your feet about hip distance apart. Deep bend in your knees. Take your first and your second fingers, so your pointer and your middle fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Tuck your chin, hang your head, elbows fall open, and start to play with straightening in your legs. Hold for 8, 7, keep pulling your chest down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look up, lift your toes, release your fingers, slowly roll back up to standing. Take your hands to your low back, bend in your knees, push your hips forward. Inhale, look to the ceiling for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, roll back up to standing. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's go ahead and balance on our left foot. You can bend in your right knee. Left foot is grounded, right foot comes into your left thigh, coming into tree pose. Make sure your shoulders are on your back, core is engaged, hands at your heart. On your next inhale, bring your right knee to center. Start to kick your right foot back, still flexing in your toes. Right hip points down, warrior three, 5 breaths. Inhale, bring your chest up. Right knee comes forward. Right foot rests on your left thigh. Coming into that number 4 shape. Arms reach forward. Exhale, come into your one-legged chair. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale your chest up. Right knee comes forward. Kick your right foot back. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower those right toes down. We're coming into a lunge. So make sure your feet are pretty spread apart. Your right hip keeps pointing forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. Let's hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hands into your heart. Tap your right knee to the mat. Inhale it back up. Keep that right leg straight. Arms reach overhead. 5 breaths. Exhale, hands into your heart. Tap your right knee to the mat. Inhale it back up. Arms reach overhead. 5 breaths. Exhale, hands into your heart. Tap your right knee to the mat. Last time. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Keep pushing that right hip forward for 5 breaths. Exhale, open up into warrior 2. You're going to put a deep bend in that front knee. Engage your core. Make sure your tailbone isn't tucked, and then relax your shoulders away from your ears. Fingertips pressed together. Look over your left fingertip. On your next inhale, go ahead and bring that right hand behind you, wrap it around, try and grab your left thigh. Keep that bend in your left knee. Inhale, reach your right arm overhead. Left arm, I'm sorry. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring your chest up, straighten in your left leg. Left hand reaches forward for your shin, ankle, or the floor. Just make sure that right hip keeps pushing back. Inhale, look to your right fingertips. Hold for 5 breaths. Exhale, look to your left hand. Make sure it's planted on the mat. Start to bend in your left knee. Right arm keeps reaching up. Exhale, lower your right hand to your right hip. Start to walk that right foot forward. Left hand comes in front of your left foot. Walk it until your left hand is under your shoulder, left foot is under your left hip. Keep reaching that right leg up. Flex your toes. Push your right hip back. Right arm reaches up. Exhale, bring your right hand down. Point your right hip down. Start to walk your hands back. Picking that leg up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring your right foot to meet your left. Walk your feet hip distance apart with your pointer and middle finger. Wrap them around your big toes. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward, elbows fall out. Inhale, look up. Release your big toes. Go ahead and bring your hands to your hips. Exhale, roll back up to standing. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart. And on your next inhale, let's lift our left knee, bring our left foot back, coming back into our lunge. Left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back, twist. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Trying to reach that right hand down towards your left leg. It doesn't have to touch, but me does. While still reaching your left hand up. Hold here, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring your left hand all the way to the mat. Lower your left knee down, untuck your left toes, and then bring your right hand to your right hip. Start to bend in your left knee, looking back towards your left toes. You can stay here, or you can reach for your toes with your right hand. Try not to collapse here, but still opening up your chest. So your right shoulder is pushing back. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release your left toes long. Bring your right hand to your right thigh. Let him push your knee open, rolling to the outside edge of your right foot. 10 slow breaths here. Inhale, bring your right foot up, bring your right hand to the inside, keep working that left knee back. You can just bend in your elbows here, or if you have the space, lower onto your forearms, letting your right knee fall open. 10 slow breaths. Inhale, bring your hands back to the mat. Walk that right foot all the way over to the left. Exhale, lower your right knee down. Right hand rests on your right thigh. Left hand rests on your right foot. Inhale, look back. Try and push your chest between your shoulders. Keep rotating that left hip down so you're not opening to the left. Your shoulders are square with the front of the mat. Hold here for 10 slow breaths. Inhale, look forward. Go ahead and let that right hip fall down. Left knee comes to the left side. Hands come to your hips. Inhale, lift your hips up. Rolling onto your knees. Exhale, lower your hips down. Do that 9 more times. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, lower down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Reaching your right heel forward. So your right heel and your right knee are in one line. They're parallel with the top of the mat. Bring your left foot to your right knee. Lower your left knee to your right foot. So you should have your shins parallel. If your heels are pulling in, then you don't get that stretch in your outer hip flexors. So your knees should be right on your heels. Your shins are parallel. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, lean forward. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look up. Lift your left knee, bring the bottoms of your feet together. Your legs can be in a diamond shape, so your feet are pretty far forward. Hands come to rest on your feet. Exhale, roll forward. On your next inhale, roll up. Bring the bottoms of your feet to the mat. Feet are about hip distance apart. Exhale, bring your chest between your knees. Arms come under your legs. Palms come to the outside of your feet. And then you're going to try and reach your hands back towards your hips, moving your heels forward just until you get that shoulder stretch. Tuck your chin. It's a good release for your low back as well. Hold for 3 more breaths. Start to inch your heels back, reaching your arms forward. We're going to use our core. So lift your right palm up, lifting your right heel up. Left palm faces up, toes can touch. Keep straightening in your back here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower your feet down to the mat. Remove your arms. Take your feet as wide as the mat. Push with your hands into a low squat, hands coming to your heart. Let's take about 3 breaths here. Go ahead and reach your right hand long. Left arm reaches up, twisting to the left. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring your left hand down, right arm reaches up, twist. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower your right hand down. Start to lift your hips up. Toes point to the front of the mat. Hands come to your hips. And then interlace your fingers behind your back. Tuck your chin. Reach your hands off your back. Take 10 breaths here. Keep reaching your chest forward. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower your hands to your back. Start to look up. Slowly roll up to standing. Let's take a breath here. Exhale, push your hands together. Reach your hands down your back. Open your chest to the ceiling and let your head fall back. Palms are pressing as close together as possible. Exhale, look forward, release your fingertips, bring your hands back, maybe shake them out. Feet come back to about hips distance apart, hands into your heart. This time lift your right knee, bring your right foot back, coming into our lunge. Keep a deep bend in your front left knee, and then reach your right hand forward, left arm reaches back. Core is engaged. Exhale, start to reach that left hand towards your right leg. It doesn't have to touch, but if it can, great. Keep bending in your left knee. Exhale, right hand comes all the way to the mat. Left arm reaches up, twist. Exhale, lower your right knee down, untuck your right toes, and with your left hand on your left thigh, gently push your knee open. 10 breaths here. Inhale, bring your left knee up, walk your left foot over to the left. Keep reaching that right knee back, left hand on the inside. If you can bend your elbows, maybe lower onto your forearms, left knee can fall open. Inhale, hands to the mat. Let's walk that left foot all the way over to the right. Left knee comes down, right leg reaches back, right hand on your left foot, left hand on your left thigh. Keep pushing your right hip down. Inhale, look up, 10 breaths. Exhale, look forward, let your left hip fall down, bringing your right knee up. Hands come to your hips. And you're going to inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, lower them down. Do that 9 more times. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, lower down. When you've done all 9, you can go ahead and bring your left heel forward. Right foot comes to rest on your left knee. Right knee reaches towards your left heel. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, bring your chest up. Let's bring both feet to the mat. Bottoms of your feet come together again. Knees fall open, chest rolled forward. Inhale, look up. Bring your feet to the edges of the mat. Move your hips forward. Inhale, come up into your low squat. Hands come into your heart. We'll take about 3 breaths. Inhale, lift your hips up. Hands plant in front of you. So we're going to kind of practice for crow. So you can take your feet a little further back, really root into your hands, bend in your elbows, knees hit above your elbows. You can play with bringing one foot in, then the other, really engage in your core. Yeah, that looks good. Yes, yes, nice. All right. Exhale, let's lower our hips down to the mat. We're going to use our pointer and middle finger to wrap around our big toes. Inhale, knees into your chest. Exhale, try and kick your heels forward. Keep pushing your shoulders back. Kind of using this counteraction to hold yourself in place. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, knees into your chest. Roll onto your back. Kick your feet to the ceiling. And if you have the space, go ahead and try and roll your feet behind your head. Tuck your chin into your chest. Plow pose. Keep pushing your heels forward to feel the stretch in the backs of your legs. Remember to breathe and hold for about 7 more breaths. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest, release your toes. Take your feet as long as the mat. And then on your next exhale, roll onto your stomach. So we're going to do that really weird shoulder bind. So first you reach your left hand out. Left hand is in line with your left shoulder. Roll onto your left hip. You can kind of take your left palm to face up. Try and interlace your fingers. Straighten your arms as much as possible. And that right leg is behind you for support. Exhale, unlace your fingers. Bring your right hand back to the mat. Roll your chest down. This time, you're going to reach your right hand out, roll onto that right hip, and then try and interlace your fingers behind your back. Left leg comes behind you. Exhale, release your bind. Roll both hips down. Roll your chest down. And then roll onto your back. Once you're on your back, bring your knees into your chest. Push your knees over to the left with your left hand. And then reach that right foot back. No, your left foot back. I'm sorry. Reach your left foot back. Try and grab it with your right hand. Keep relaxing your right shoulder down. Inhale, release your left foot, bring it back in line with the right. Bring your knees back to center, drop them over to the opposite side. And then reach your right foot back, grabbing it with your left hand. Inhale, release your foot. Bring your knees back to center. Wrap your hands around your knees. Really pull them into your chest. And then exhale. Relax your hands by your side. Reach your right leg long. Left leg reaches long. Coming into Shavasana. Allowing your eyes to soften, softening your jaw, arms and legs become heavy, allowing your whole body to relax. Inhale, start to move your fingers and toes. When you feel ready, come into a seated position.